All right, everybody. Hey, Adrian Nelson here. And so this is a reading for what it is that you need to know about love. It's going to be a pick a card. So you choose option 1, 2, or 3. And then based on whatever option you choose, you can then go to the timestamp down below in the description. If you want to, you can always look at the whole reading, obviously, and see what messages there are for you. Please remember that these are general messages, so please take them as they resonate. All right. For those of you that might be interested in personal readings, towards the end of the reading, or at the end of the reading, I am going to put instructions for you there for how you can actually go about getting a personal reading. I'm just going to move these over here. I'm going to use these 3 separate decks for clarification. Okay. Just had to clean it out a little bit over there. I cleansed the space earlier on, and so that was just over there. And also put out some beautiful intentions there. I've got a water bowl over here with some salt, and I've got a crystal, and I've got a whole grid going on over here. So if any of you have any sort of things that you'd like to have in your life, any manifestations, any release that you need, you can energetically speak it into the water. Okay, so let's see what we got. So we're just going to draw sort of like 4 cards. So 1, 2, 3, 4 for option 1, 2, and 3. And obviously by this point you want to know if you have chosen 1, 2, or 3. Something that you can also do, something that I recommend to people sometimes that you can also do, is that you decide to make, like a past, present, and future. So where you currently are is the present. The past is what brought you towards where you are, and the future is what is the prospective outcome for you. Okay, so you can do it that way as well, if that is something that you want to do. All right, so let's see what cards do we have. We have got the 10 of Swords for you over there, for your first card there for option 1. We have got the 7 of Swords. We have got the Devil energy. And we also have the High Priestess. Okay, so when you look at these cards together, some of you need to release a person. Some of you need to let someone go. Some of you might be holding on to someone, holding on to a connection, holding on to a past, holding on to hope that is not serving you in the best possible way. All right. And when we hold on like that, it can really cause a lot of pain and a lot of conflict in our lives. And there's nothing wrong, obviously, with giving somebody a second chance. There's nothing wrong with that sort of kindness. And I think that second chances are even very, very necessary, to obviously make connections work at times. But you just want to be very, very mindful when it does come to second chances, because I feel that for some of you, it is time to let a certain connection go. It's time to let a person go. It's time to let the past go. It's time to let past patterning go. So if you come from a space where you've been told, that a person has to really, sort of almost kill yourself to make a connection work, you might want to let go of that if it doesn't serve you in the best positive way. Because for some of you, there might be a situation here with maybe wanting to give someone a second chance, and maybe your intentions are very, very pure, but this is a little bit of a space here where we kind of drink poison and, don't expect anything bad to happen. So for those of you that might be thinking, now remember this is a general reading, so please only take it as it resonates. But for those of you that might be thinking of giving somebody a second chance, it might be the worst thing that you can do for yourself, because there might be some toxic patterns over here within this connection which are not necessarily healed. So the same sort of things that hurt you and the same sort of things that brought you towards sort of like a point that you don't like, those same things can sort of repeat themselves again. The devil energy, which is probably one of the most terrifying sort of energies and also portrayed very, terrifyingly in tarot, it's really about the things in life that we are holding on to that are not serving us in a positive way, and then these are the things that we don't want to face sometimes. A lot of times you will see things that people will say, I'm a strong person, I'm a strong man, I'm a strong woman, and that sort of thing. But here's the thing about strong people. Strong people don't care whether you think they're strong or not. They really do not. All right. And so if you've maybe been going very much into the memes or the sayings or the beliefs, I am strong, I can get through this, I'm capable. Yes, you may be strong and yes, you may be capable, but maybe you want to apply that strength to actually move through and move away from a situation or a connection or an energy and a life circumstance that is not serving your highest good. Maybe there's better available for you, and here's the thing. If you are in a connection that is not making you feel good enough, that is not making you feel that it's fulfilling that worth and that value of what your heart desires, then why would you be in that connection? I remember that somebody very recently said to me that this person is someone that was going through a separation in a marriage, and then this sort of married couple, this supposedly married couple that really have things together, these people came around, and the advice this lady gave this other lady was, very outdated sort of advice that, don't hold out on the physical part. And yes, sometimes in her marriage, it might even have felt that, that the connection itself, it almost felt like it was almost going to that stage, almost like a victimization stage. But sometimes a woman just has to be strong, and she just has to take it, and she just has to put up with it because you've got your feminine duties towards your husband. And I was saying to this person, what crap advice? Why would anybody ever want to advise that sort of shit to you? Because that is really, really bad advice, And whilst I am not saying that you shouldn't be open to getting advice and guidance from others, because, if somebody, a person who has actually been able to maintain a long-term relationship, a long-term marriage, maybe a long-distance relationship, with its ups and downs, somebody who has been successfully able to maintain that sort of connection, they obviously will know things that you would not know, and they might be able to assist you in ways that you might not be, sort of aware of so much. But in the same token, we always want to be mindful, and in this particular space, you want to be mindful who you're getting advice from. This could be a space for you at the moment where you might be receiving some clarity. Now, something that I want to sort of mention over here, because especially recently, I've been doing quite a lot of energy clearings and cord cuttings and things like that. And the thing is that sometimes in life, we don't fully grasp what are the things that are not worth a second chance, and we don't always fully grasp what are the things that you need to be sort of like maybe either holding on to, and what are the things that you need to let go of, what are the things that you don't want to give a second chance to. And so sometimes when we have an energy clearing, you may find that the ex person does contact you, or you may find that it causes a lot of or quite a bit of controversy in your life, because it's almost like the universe is showing to you who and what are the things that are not working out for your highest good. And so sometimes things can have a tendency to first go a little bit in an unfavorable way before it goes in a favorable sort of way, because it sort of makes certain things clear to you. All right, so let's clarify your reading here for you. So we're going to start, let's just spread this out a little bit. So we are going to start with a 10 of swords over there and see what is the energy that we have for you in the 10 of swords. These are a couple of cards. These are way too many cards. I'm going to put them all back again in the deck. And what is the clarification that we have for option 1, please? I sense that a lot of you are in a lot of doubt. And, doubt is okay. Because, that's the point of getting a tarot reading, isn't it? It's to get that clarity. All right, so there's that high priestess, and there's that high priestess again. So this is a bit of, I feel that some of you might be dealing with a little bit of a, maybe like a repeating cycle sort of thing. Okay, and the thing is that there's nothing wrong with giving a second chance, but a lot of people sometimes they commit to second chances, but they don't commit to doing the work and to maybe doing the exploration for why things didn't work out the first time around. And when we don't do that, things have the tendency to repeat themselves. So it seems like some of you might be dealing with a bit of a repetitive sort of situation over here. You've got the Nine of Pentacles, we're looking at the Ten of Swords over there. You've got the High Priestess, and you've got the Tower. All right. Now, a lot of times when people see the Tower, same as the Devil, they go like, "Oh my goodness, calamity." All right. But I feel that this is the time for you to be happy. And for some of you, it might even be a time to be single there for a little bit, or if you are single, to really work through, some of the challenges that you may have, especially if you feel that maybe, if you maybe have the feeling that being single is sort of like, almost like a sign of being a loser, not being good enough, that sort of thing. You might want to work at healing those patterns. And I always say to my clients, a good thing to look at or question to ask is, the thoughts that I'm having right now and the beliefs that I'm having right now, are these really my thoughts? Are these really my beliefs? Or does it maybe come from a different part? Did somebody else say this in my life? My parents, my friends, and that sort of thing. Again, it might be time for some introspection, time to do some reflection there with the High Priestess. And with the Tower, there are things here that you want to let go of. And I feel that for many of you, this is a little bit of a red zone going on at the moment. Not like the red zone in Amsterdam, a red zone sort of like more like a red light, like an alarm light going on. Because I feel that if you are not able to let go of certain situations, people, energies, connections that doesn't honor your highest good, that doesn't honor your worth and your value, it might lead to a little bit of a shit show. I have to be honest with you about that, So if you are going to stay yourself blind into certain things and you're going to refuse to see certain truths for what they are, because I feel that for many of you it is glaringly obvious. If you refuse to look at those things and to acknowledge those things, you may end up with some regrets, some really horrible regrets. Okay. Let's look at the Seven of Swords energy that we've got over there. That we said that for some of you there might be the situation where I actually feel that for some of you kind of like you pretty much had it with taking certain sort of drama possibly. You've got the Four of Swords, yes, moving into your strength, moving into your power, Ace of Cups and King of Pentacles. So, for some of you, I feel that you've had some disappointments in love and things didn't really work out, the way that you would have liked them to work out, the way that you anticipated they're going to work out. But now I feel that you are ready for more. So it seems like this first connection for you was just about lessons. And even if it means that you had an extended period of just being on your own, of not being with anyone, it feels that there's certain lessons that you needed to learn over here. Very important lessons that you needed to learn over here, really getting your own strength and understanding and your value and those sort of things so that you can go to that next level where you are ready for love. All right. So for some of you, especially if you're in a connection that you don't like, that is really sort of like sucky for you, the reason why you might not be able to move out of that connection and into a better space is because for some of you, you might be entertaining some drama. And, for those of you that follow my channel, you would have heard me say this before. Just because drama comes to knock on your door doesn't mean that you have to answer. Okay. And the King of Pentacles. Some of you, maybe your previous connection was very challenging, very taxing. I feel that for some of you, there could have even been things involved, maybe sort of like official things, like maybe needing to bail them out or stuff like that. Like with arresting and like all sorts of like raucous behavior and things like that. I feel that for some of you there was that sort of thing. Maybe this person was just not good for your finances, not good for your confidence, where we sometimes go and we spend like a lot of money on this other person because like, oh shame, maybe it's because they don't have good sneakers, or they don't have cool sunglasses, or they don't have the best phone or laptop or whatever, and you try to be that good person, that good woman, that good man, um and it might be time to be moving away from that. Okay, let's look at this devil energy. What are some of the things? Because, sorry, just what I wanted to mention is that there's good finance available here for you with going to this next level. So there's love available, new love, and that could also really be beautiful for finances. We're looking at this devil energy over here, and that is about the things that you are sort of like the ways in which you're holding yourself back. And the cards that we had coming out there for you, the first card was the Knight of Cups, the Fool. Sorry, let's just get them nicely together. And the Six of Wands. Be open to the possibilities of new love. For some of you, there might be a space where you might be feeling, well, will I get new love? Will it actually open? Don't be closed off to love. Don't be closed off to the idea that maybe just because, maybe you've got a kid, or maybe your marriage or your relationship didn't work, or you're of a certain age. Don't feel that just because of that things cannot work out for you, because you actually want to open yourself to good love, okay, which I feel you're ready for now. And I feel that for many of you, that you are now ready for your soulmate. You are ready for the twin flame love, that beautiful connection of love, that the two of you incarnated together simultaneously on this planet to experience. And there with the Six of Wands, this is about victory, and it's about success in every way, shape and form. All right, so this might be a space now where things didn't work out before, but you needed to learn some lessons, and now you're in a space where things can actually work out really, really beautifully and very, very prosperously. Let's look at this High Priestess energy over there. In many ways, for me, that card is always about beauty and about unity and about possibly marriage. These three cards came out right away. You have the Star, you have the Wheel of Fortune, and you have the King of Cups. Okay, so my apologies, I do apologize for that. This is that beautiful flow of life just working out for you whichever way you go. All right, so instead of maybe going out looking for love, you might just want to allow love to actually come to you, because I see that is very possible for you at this particular point in time. Okay, Wheel of Fortune, luck changing in your favor. And also with the King of Cups there. King of Cups is about that beautiful connection going both ways. You're going out, you receive, and you also give. It's an equal give and take. It's an equal measure give and take. All right. So very, very beautiful energy here for you. Just to recap, you might have gone through some challenges. It might be time to release certain patterns, certain energies, certain beliefs. But I also see that if you're willing to make that release, that things can work out really beautiful for you. If, however, you decide that you want to hang on to a connection, you want to hang on to the past, you want to hang on to possibilities, it may not work out very well for you. All right. Obviously, if you want to have a personal reading, you can just check at the end of this reading. There's a timestamp for how you can go about booking a personal reading with me. All right, number 2. So for number 2, we've got the Three of Cups. So this is starting off really, really well. We have got the Eight of Wands. Maybe a little bit of work is necessary there. We have got the Five of Cups. So there's some work that is required here. And there is the Tower. Okay. So if we just start off here with the Three of Cups. So this is, first of all, I feel that for many of you, you have already met the person that you are meant to be with. You already met the person that you are meant to spend your life with. Maybe at this point they're just a friend, maybe they're just an acquaintance, maybe they're just a colleague. But this might be somebody I feel that you can sort of be yourself with. You can be wacky and weird and crazy and emotional and over the top and a little bit too much, or any of those sort of things. And they might actually find it quite amusing. That might be a person that you are just able to sort of just be you with, For example, I feel that for some of you, there may have been some spaces where if you try to speak about your emotions, if you try to speak about how you feel, you might have been accused of being dramatic, about being over the top, and why must you be so extra? Whereas I feel that you were a person that sort of says, just be who you are. Be who you are. Be who you need to be. Don't try to change who you are. And that it's almost like there's a sense of wisdom coming in. Now, I feel that for many of you, this is the sort of person when someone says, well, why don't you give that person a chance? Why don't you guys seem to be getting along so well and so beautifully? Maybe you want to give them a chance. Maybe that's your person. You'll be like, nah, no, no, no. No, 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 you. But that might actually be your person. So, bit of I don't know why I get this. Maybe it resonates with for some of you, but I get like it's almost like a little bit of a high school crush. It's got that type of vibe about it, and there might be a space here where you might realize that the person might have a little bit of a crush on you. But I feel that for some of you, you are really sort of blocking that connection. When it seems like it might even possibly go in the direction of that sort of talk, you find something else to do, which again makes me believe that the two of you know each other very well. This person might get tired of this because I feel that for some of you, while it's all well and dandy to speak to a person about how you feel, when a person has that really beautiful feelings for you and they really, really want you to be happy and they really want to give you everything that you deserve, and you keep on fighting that connection, eventually they are going to move on to different pastures. Eventually they're going to be like, you know what? I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to be this person. Eventually that's what they're going to do. All right. So be very careful that you don't push away a good person and sort of like by almost like punishing them for something someone else did. Okay, because this person here with the tower, they can change your entire life experience for you. And I feel that for many of you, it becomes more and more obvious how they feel. And if you maybe keep on sort of like pushing that connection away, things can get to a stage where they might actually become a little bit dissatisfying, unsatisfactory, sort of like challenging, like a bit of a fly on a hot plate type of situation. Because I feel that this is someone that really cares about you. And this person, they come with a lot of friendship, they come with a lot of kindness, they come with a lot of support, they come with a good support structure, family, friends, moral support in a very ethical way, emotional support, social support. Uh, in what really works for you. So you may want to look around and see who was that person that's actually there for you. I do feel that for some of you this might be a space where you might still be tied to one connection, and that is not yet fully done, and there's another person that maybe is there to support you. And I don't really feel that this is a person that supports you sort of like with sneaky kind of like intentions. That is not what I'm feeling. I feel that you deal with somebody that's actually got good intentions, and they're not sort of like trying to take advantage of your vulnerabilities and anything like that. But because I also feel, sorry, that this is someone that they're going to tell you the truth, they're going to call you out on your bullshit. Okay. And this is one of those spaces where somebody might be pointing out to you what you don't necessarily want to hear, but I feel what is necessary for you to hear. And I want you to know from what I pick up that this is a person that has good intentions. This is not a person that necessarily has home wrecker sort of energy. This person themselves may not actually even realize that they might be having sort of like special feelings for you. They might just want you to be happy and to have the best life that you can have and to wake up happy and to feel fulfilled. But I mean, isn't that really what the person wants in love? When you really think about it, isn't that really what you want in love? And so this might be a bit of a breakthrough moment for you over here where you go like, okay, let's clarify this and see what we got. There with green aventurine, which is the crystal about dreams coming true. So let's see what we've got for you there with the Three of Cups first and foremost. The Three of Cups is also about friends becoming family, so there might be some people moving into your life. Maybe you've got a new job, or maybe you've just moved to a new neighborhood, home, apartment, environment, that sort of thing. Maybe you just joined something like an online dating site and something like that. And whilst you might not find love there, you might actually find friendship. Okay. So we've got the Hierophant, we've got the Hanged Man, and we've got the Page of Pentacles there for you. So the Hierophant, or the Hierophant as some call it, is all about new beginnings, but it's about those challenges in new beginnings that we have sometimes. Those really challenging things that is very hard to comprehend sometimes. It's very much about that there for you. Now, the thing to know about this, especially with the Hierophant and where it is at the moment, this is letting you know that if you open your heart and mind and soul to the possibility that something might happen with this connection, the universe want to let you know. Source and Spirit want to let you know. Source and Spirit is the same, really. My name for Spirit or God is it's Source of all, or the Creator, whatever name you want to use. But what Source want to let you know over here is that even though you may not see the path forward and how everything might work out and be clear and stuff like that, it lets you know that if you can open your heart to the idea that there might be a divine connection here for you. And instead of trying so hard to either make things work or to run away from things, instead of trying to do either, instead of just allowing life to be life, and instead of just allowing things to flow in whichever direction it chooses to flow, you may find that things sort of clear themselves out here. All right. So if you might be very set on trying to make things work, manage things, it might be time to just allow to almost step back a little bit and to say to to say to Source of All, to say to Spirit that this is what I desire, this is what I like, this appears to be what's on the table for me, but I might need a little bit of help here. I might need a bit of guidance here, maybe some help with confidence, and that sort of thing. And also opening your mind to the idea that maybe this could possibly work, instead of just discarding it and saying no, 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 no. Okay, if you can, this might be a time where you don't necessarily need to take any sort of action. All right, but if you can just open yourself to the idea that, well, maybe this could work. If you can maybe say to Spirit that, you know what, if you can help me, if you can assist me, if you can support me, you say to the angels, you speak to your guides and your guardians, and you say to them, this is what my heart desires, or this seems what's possible for me. And if this is what is meant for me, and if this is what's possible for me, and if this is, something that can work out for the highest good of all, and you always want your aim to be for the highest good of all. But if this is something that can work out for the highest good of all, then I'd be open to that, but I maybe want some assistance, I want some support. All right? And you ask universe, can you help me with that? And it will. Looking at that Eight of Wands over there, this is too many cards that are coming out here. Even though I must say that the Ace of Pentacles came out there in the bottom. So great fortune, great luck, great breakthroughs, even possibly money. All right. The thing to remember, actually, if I can just mention that to you very quickly, the thing to remember is that when you can find that beautiful love, it often brings money. Or a lot of times when our money problems are resolved, it can bring love, because, when our heart is feeling lonely, then it's very difficult to let money in, because money likes to sit with good company. Or when we've got concerns about money and provision and things like that, then it's very hard to let love in, because when we're concerned about money, we are very consciously experiencing lack, and love is about abundance. Love is not about lack. All right. So the one typically lets the other one in. Okay. So let's see what we've got for you there. Six of Wands, quite amazing. Queen of Swords, and the Tower energy. It's amazing how in some ways this is actually very much in alignment with reading number one. So with Six of Wands over there, this is a space really, where if you can just open yourself to the idea that things can work out instead of trying to block it around every corner, saying no, no, no. But maybe just opening yourself to the idea that just maybe, just possibly, maybe, maybe they can be the one. Maybe, yeah, you know. Um, that is what can actually make things work. And I can tell you because obviously I speak to a lot of people, through my work that I do, through my life coaching, regression, hypnosis, all those type of things. Um, and I mean, even when I just teach classes like Reiki and crystal healing and tarot and that sort of things, um, what I get a lot, because I like to talk to people, I love people, and I would ask them like, so how did you know this person was the one? And sort of like a very repetitive sort of line that I started to get is that, I never thought that they're my sort of person. They're not really my type. They're not the sort of person that I would date. But I said, oh, well, let's give this a chance. Let's see where this goes. And then that's when they actually discovered that this, to their own great surprise, is their person. All right, so that sort of thing can happen. So they were the Queen of Swords. If you can be open to the idea that maybe, let's call it someone who's more unconventional than the kind of person you normally go with, that maybe they are your person, it might just very well be that it turns out to be that way. Okay, so and you want to be open to the idea that maybe you need to put a little bit of work in there. A lot of times we feel that, well, if they're the one, then it should just work out. Everything should just fall into place. And yes, that is definitely preferable. But the reality of life is that life has got um, things that we need to do. Life has got challenges. Maybe you need to decide to move to them, or they need to move to you, or you need to be willing to move to a part of town where you never thought that you would move to, or change religions or traditions, and I'm not talking about completely losing yourself and dishonoring yourself in the connection. What I'm speaking about is, even with myself as a person who's been single for quite a period of time, I'm very set in my ways. I like my ways. I'm not very, um, I must be honest. I like my life. I don't really want to change it. But, if the right energy comes along, I may need to make some changes. At this very moment, I am actually, I don't know what the time is. I think it's like 9:30, 10 p.m., something like that. But I'll tell you now, it's 21:36 in the evening. So I am actually having a slot on the radio that starts at 23:15 until midnight. And so in the meantime, I'm just doing this reading for you, and then I'll reply to some emails, but because I like to work at night, there's nobody that disturbs me, my phone doesn't ring, and all those type of things. But, if I get into a connection, I may have somebody that's very happy for me to work at night, but they might not necessarily be happy for me to be recording, weekly tarot readings at maybe 3 in the morning, that sort of thing. Um, and you might want to be open to maybe make some changes over there, all right, with the tower. You might be wanting to be open to maybe again, I want to be very clear. I am not recommending here that you completely sacrifice yourself. I'm not talking about that sort of thing. But what I'm speaking about, which you might want to be open to here, is the idea that you might want to be open to being open to altering the way that you saw your life going. Okay, let's see. Let's look at, so we're looking at the Five of Cups energy over there. And for that, we've got the Strength card, we've got the Six of Pentacles, and we've got the King of Cups. All right, got some Leo energy over there, quite beautiful in actual fact. It's time for many of you to heal from the past, to heal from the things that were holding you back, to heal from the energies that were holding you back. Some of you might be in a space where you might actually like this person, but be very hesitant to give this person a chance because what if they do what that person did? Now let's think about this. You know, if you really like someone and you're really open to a connection with someone, do you really think it's very fair for that person to not be willing to give you a chance? Because what if you like the other person? That sort of vibe, you know? You want to be very mindful that your thoughts there with the Six of Pentacles don't make you miss something really, really golden. Because what I can tell you for a fact, for those of you that this resonates with, this is a really, really, really beautiful person. It's a really beautiful energy. All right. Let's see what we've got there with the tower, with the transformation, because now we've got the tower sort of twice here. All right. So let's see what we've got over here. We have got the Three of Wands, the Magician, and the Six of Swords. So also a lot of sixes over here, because we've got six, and then we've got six. Okay, so Three of Wands, which is also half of six, the Magician, and the Six of Wands. So for those of you dealing with someone, maybe having a little bit of an eye on someone, are they the one? Yes, they are. Okay, let's not beat around the bush around that. Yes, they are. And can you make it work? Yes, you can. Yes, that's very possible. You can make that work. Okay. Will they be the sort of person that honors you, that values you, that respects you, and vice versa? Definitely very, very possible. In actual fact, they may point some things out to you in life that might actually benefit you quite beautifully going forward. So just to capture, to recap all of this, you might be dealing with someone that is familiar to you, someone that you know, somebody that you might have been trying to block, put up the walls. It might very well be that person, and you might want to be open to the idea of giving that person a chance. Otherwise, you might miss out on a beautiful opportunity here to experience beautiful, beautiful love. Okay? If any of you maybe want to take a bit of a deeper look into your personal energy, you want to book a personal reading, if you look at the end of the reading, there's a timestamp. I will explain to you how to get a personal reading with me. Okay? Now, option number 3. We have got the the 9 of Cups, my apologies. Wishes and dreams coming true, wishes and dreams being possible. Queen of Cups, a person very possibly feeling the same way as you do. Somebody may be really having strong feelings towards you while you might be in the space of healing. All right. So love might be sneaking up on you a little bit unexpectedly. You busy doing your thing and suddenly, boom, there's love. Four of Swords, definitely a possibility of love coming there, and the Wheel of Fortune. So when I look at this, let's start with this 9 of Cups energy. Also there with that new moon, that new beginnings. This is a space where I feel that you have been very clear with life about what it is that you'd like to have in life, in love, how it is that you'd like to experience love, how it is that you'd like to experience a connection. I feel that you've become very specific here about the details. And that is always a very, very good thing, because the more clear we can become about the details, the easier it basically is for life to give us what our heart desires, And I feel that for many of you, this is a space where you can receive what your heart desires. This could be a beautiful new beginning in love. This could be a new person literally walking through the door. Where maybe you're here for, at the space for other business. You're not necessarily here for love, but it is definitely on the table, and it's definitely presenting itself as not just a possibility, but a possibility or an option that is perfect for you, which is really, really nice. I also feel that for you, I feel that you have manifested this connection from a very positive space, from a space there of in many ways being fulfilled yourself already, because this is a fulfilling space. This is a blessed space where your heart's deepest desires come true. So this could be a connection where you don't only meet someone that sort of ticks all the boxes, but they also tick a couple of other boxes that you may not even have thought about. All right, so very beautiful, very prosperous there. And this is a person with very good intentions here with the Queen of Cups, again, with that new moon energy, you know. So this is a person that want to give you the cup of love, that want to propose love to you, or maybe propose high-level commitment with you. But they want this to be a good connection for you. They don't just want it to be a space where, it's beneficial for them, but it's not necessarily beneficial for you. This is someone that has done a lot of work on themselves, that knows who they are, that understands who they are. But this is also, I feel, someone that has got that clear understanding of life, possibly quite beautifully humble. That understand this could be someone that's very successful in life, but they also understand that well, money is a wonderful, beautiful thing, and they might have quite a bit of that to offer for you, and they might be able to help you make a lot of your dreams come true. They also understand that money is not the most important thing in life. It's not the deciding factor of whether you are happy or whether you are feeling fulfilled and that sort of things. This is a person that might have put a lot of work in within themselves, as we said, but this is also a person that they've got a good relationship with money, which is why they have it, which is why it comes to them. This is one of those energies that even if they lose all their money, it will somehow just come back to them. All right, because money likes to sit with good company, and this is good company, and this good company also wants to sit with you. All right, it wants to have a very prosperous connection with you. Now, you here with the Four of Swords, you may have gone through your trials and tribulations in life again with the new moon. So beautiful new beginnings, force about stability. And this is a space where you may have felt that you were buried, but you were really planted to germinate, and now you're at a space where you're ready to start shining. Okay, where maybe you've spent quite a significant amount of time looking for yourself, trying to find yourself, not really knowing who you are. And now getting to a space where you are really getting that profound sort of knowing and understanding of who you actually are and who you could possibly become. So I feel that for some of you, it could be that you were in a space where maybe you were struggling with confidence. Um, uh, Maybe you had to kiss a couple of frogs. And now I feel that you're in a space where, you know, you're kind of done with the frogs. You kind of get the prince or the princess, the beautiful emperor or the empress that is coming your way. And with the Wheel of Fortune, this is really the hand of fate, the hand of fortune, Jupiter energy that is slowly but most definitely, certainly turning in a very positive direction for you, in a very prosperous direction for you when it comes to love, when it comes to that beautiful connection of love. Okay, so that is actually really, really beautiful. All right, let's clarify. And oh yeah, the crystal that we've got there for you, it's petrified wood. And so for those of you that don't know, what really happens here, it's sort of like fossilized, really. And you know the way that crystals are formed, it usually starts millions and millions of years ago, billions in some cases, where it's really just the right sort of mineral sort of makeup with usually water or moisture around it, which then dries out over, as I said, millions of years, and then it becomes hard. So this is basically all of that is set into wood, like a tree or a trunk or something like that, and then it hardens over time. So it almost like fossilizes. But it usually starts off as wood. You can see that over there, and this is really great for unlocking all the magic in life. It's great for ancestral work, ancestral unlocking the DNA, unlocking your natural talents and your gifts, things that you refined in previous lives. And I often use that in my regression hypnosis sessions, whether it's an online session or an in-person session, and really incredible for unlocking your potential, your highest good. Okay, let's see what we've got. We're going to start there with the Nine of Cups energy. Obviously, if you want to know more about past life regression, you can always just check it out on my website. There's a link down below in the description for that. Okay. All right. So, woohoo. 10 of Cups. Emperor energy. Writing your own new story of life here. Look at this. This is beautiful. This is really, really amazing. So starting off here, first and foremost, this connection, this space that seems so promising, again, it comes with a promise of a lot of money. It also brings, I feel, almost like a peace of heart and a peace of mind. So maybe you've been very, very overwhelmed, and maybe it's been very difficult for you, and maybe you're the one who had to do everything, And even if you celebrate things like Christmas or whatever, really, I'm just going to let my dog in. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought that you were outside. My apologies, my apologies, my apologies. I'm sorry, baby. Okay, so, 10 of Pentacles. It's a space, as I was saying, whatever it is that you might be celebrating, Christmas, Hanukkah, Eid, whatever, religion, tradition, whatever, it feels like you are the one who had to really sort of take care of everything. And now this is this beautiful space where you're getting beautiful help. So you don't have to be so very much that deciding factor that or person that takes care of everything. Okay. There with the Emperor energy, 4 energy, which is about balance, I feel that in many ways you are getting to take charge of your life. All right. For many of you, it might have been very difficult to do certain things because, maybe you had to take care of all the necessities. You had to take care of everything yourself, really. So it might have been very, very tough there for you. And at last, your dreams that you've written down, the things that you've wanted, that you asked for, that you prayed for, they are coming true, Maybe those manifestations that you put out, they are coming true, those things. I've got the most beautiful, cutest little Jack Russell. He's 9 weeks old. You'll see him in future videos. He's been in some of the past videos, but I'm not going to show him to you now because he's sleeping. Let's get you one more card. So this is definitely a space of speaking into fruition, speaking into being. Look at this energy over here. This is the energy of speaking into being, speaking life into being, speaking love into being. Some of you may have had a prediction of love, of the person that you might meet or the person that you're going to be with. And you may have thought, well, maybe that is never going to happen. Maybe that is never going to come true. But the Wheel of Fortune here is to let you know that you have basically been visited by the fairies of love. The earth energies, Gaia energies, dragon energies are here to support you in receiving that beautiful energy of love that will just serve you in abundantly amazing, incredible, positive ways. Okay, how amazing is that? And even here, beautiful, 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 beautiful. Again, same as this energy over here. It is about a new love coming. I feel that you have been very specific about what it is that you'd like with love. And now that is coming to fruition for you. It's coming to pass. It's coming into being. Okay. Let's see what we've got there with the 4 of Swords. We've got the 9 of Pentacles. We've got the 3 of Wands. And we've also got the 7 of Swords. Okay. So there is definitely a breakaway from lack and scarcity and limitation into abundance, prosperity and flow. Okay. So this is a space where again, there we had that 9 of Cups energy over there. So here we've got the 9 of Pentacles energy. Again, this is about prosperity. This is about flow. This is about abundance. Again, it brings the possibility of money. It brings the possibility of being able to breathe. There's a sense of relief, for those of you that I'm sorry, I apologize. For those of you that might have had to really take care of everything a lot. You're getting options here. You're getting to finally follow some of your dreams. So for some of you, you're getting to share, you're getting someone to share the responsibilities, that you don't have to be the one taking care of everything anymore or every more, like you're getting help. Also there with the Seven of Swords, it's a space where you're moving away from a lot of drama. Now, for some of you, there might be someone that might not necessarily be 100% happy for you. Someone may have overplayed the hand here when it came to you, and so uh, they may not have been, willing or able to give you the happiness that you desire. Now they sort of have a problem with you finding it with someone else. But I mean, that's really their problem, isn't it now? Let's look at that Wheel of Fortune. Because there might be someone there that is saying, I wish that they fail, I wish that they're not successful. But what I can tell you is that I see you being successful, especially with these energies over here. Four of Swords, Six of Wands, and the Libra energy over here quite beautifully as well. The Justice energy. You are getting what you deserve. You are getting your worth and your value. All right, you are definitely getting what you deserve in life over here. The Six of Wands is about happiness, it's about success, it's about fulfillment in every way, shape, and form. So this connection comes with a beautiful, sense of fulfillment in every way, shape, and form. And then you also have the Justice energy, the Libra energy over there. Maybe you're dealing with a Libra, or maybe there's just strong, maybe Libra in your chart or someone else's that you deal with. But this is a sense where things are being evened out. So it might feel like things may have felt very unfair for you. Okay. And now you are benefiting. I feel that you needed to learn some lessons here, though, in order to get yourself ready for this powerful connection. And now you're ready to actually experience this connection. So just to recap, this is a space where there might be a new person coming into your life. Beautiful, wonderful sense of relief comes with it. They come with a lot of potential for prosperity, for abundance, success, a deeper inner rest for the soul. You may find that you get to just have a good sleep after you meet this person, because they're able to share the burden of life with you, burdens that you may have had. And when I say burden, it could maybe be that you've got a business, animals, a child, and it's not like you are negative towards it, but it's also challenging. You're getting that beautiful break over there, financial breakthroughs. Somebody might be a little bit jealous here about things, not liking it, but I see even if somebody tries to sabotage this connection, that they're not really successful in doing that. Okay. Now, again, if any of you want to have a personal reading, in the next part of the video, I'm going to explain to you how you can go about getting that with me. Let's just move these away. I just want to move this water bowl over here, and I'm going to place my hands on it, and I'm going to speak to you about getting a personal reading just while I have my hands on it. So if any of you are interested in a personal reading, what you can do is, if you look down below in the description, you will see the different payment methods. My readings are normally about an hour and a half, 2 hours typically. Could be shorter, it could be longer. And I would usually record a video for you like this, and I send it for you, which is really great because you get to download it and you get to keep it. And when you have that, what basically happens is you can look at it again and again, because sometimes when we look at something again afterwards, we see things that we didn't see before, because your brain can only really take on what you are ready for. Okay, so there's different payments methods over there. Pay for your reading, send me the proof of payment, and please note that sometimes a reading can maybe take up to a week, even 2 weeks for me to get it to, depending on how busy I am. So just want to let you know that as well. But when I receive it, I will let you know typically how long you can expect until you get it. For any of you that are open for love, and let's just speak into the water that you're open for love, releasing all of those things that are not serving you in a positive ways. And so it is. And I'll see you next time. Remember to subscribe to the channel. Remember to hit that notification bell. I'll see you next time.